I don't know shit.
Okay, we're back at it again. This one is coming from Gman, aka Phantom Miles. Thank you for your submission. And we're going to be on Dead Center. It looks like you've got your own cursor on the screen. That's screwing with me. I thought that was my own cursor. So we're going to start off on Dead Center. We're on PC, obviously, because you can't get those kind of characters on Xbox because PC Master Race. So we're going to be dawdling around. One day cancer will be cured and people like Zimba won't exist. Well, alright, we're already starting off with a toxic chat. I don't know who Zimba is, but apparently he might be somebody in the game. But we're going to be dawdling around. What the hell is that on? Wow. Okay, you know, that's how people be sometimes, you know? But, we're dawdling around, waiting for somebody to play or something. Did you submit this just so you could have that in the background there? Don't mind me. Haha. Hey, Tello shoes. Yellow. Can we start the game already? What the hell's that on the wall? I just saw something else on the... Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go ahead and start the game, shall we? I don't know what you guys are waiting on. Alright. We're off to the races finally. We're trying to get the chair to the end of the level, apparently. You should... Alright, I don't know what to say about this, man. Alright, so you're clearing out some of the common infected ahead, which is good. It's always good to have, like, 2 people with pistols, 2 people with melee. That way, if a spitter, or especially a boomer pops up, you can take the chance of not getting anybody boomed. I'm not paid enough to babysit, lol. I mean, you guys aren't moving at all. Alright, good. Oh, the good spitter and hunter combo. Okay, we're finally off to the races. Sorry for the slow start, everybody, but they had to do lol 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 lol, hit her in the background. Lol 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 lol. Yeah, real funny. Okay. So you guys are sticking together. There's going to be a charger. Your team is effectively communicating with each other. Oh, he's trying to do the debate. The jockey's trying to go for a setup. Oh, if he was just a little bit more to the left, it might have been. But never go for the charge in that window. It is very, I'll say this now. It is very finicky to get that to work. I know some of my friends like to try that. But the thing is, you have like a very, very narrow linear way for this to work. If you hit that way, you're going to get stuck in this corner. If you go over here, you're probably going to get stuck on the wall between both the windows. It's easier just to go for the charge here, or 100% easier to smoke or jockey somebody off the ledge once they're out on the balcony here, because then somebody has to pick them up and they have to stay still. They can still jump out of the way of a charge, but the chances are very slim of them getting out of the way because that pathway over there is so, you know, narrow. But they took a big risk and it didn't pay off. So now they're down 1 charger and they don't have to worry. There might be a smoker below. That's one thing to worry about, but the two main things to worry about right now are chargers and jockeys. Now we have the smoker. Oh, that hunter actually probably screwed over the smoker. Smoker's got about a 10-second recharge, so you might as well go. Just keep in mind there is an invisible wall around that fire. So always jump on the cabinets there, or else you're just going to keep bouncing back and taking fire damage. Taking a big risk there. Smoker is definitely panicking to get somebody now. But I would keep shutting doors behind you. Definitely keep shutting doors behind you because you can stall them out. But, ooh, I don't know why you crawled through the spit there. There's the smoker. Honestly, I would have ran up and killed the smoker while I had the chance. Keep in mind, as you go through these specific fires, you take 5 damage every half second, basically. So, you got to be real careful. But you got adrenaline there, so you can easily pick that up. I guess you're trying to go bait out the Oof, that sucks. That's too bad we couldn't see because of the fire there. But you were sitting there trying to bait out the charge, but there was no charger. Yeah, I know you hear a charger. But he jumped out. Honestly, what Ella should have done... With the fire there, I know the special infected broke both the doors down. If you're a special infected and you're ahead, and there's like no other people spawned, one of the best things to do is just break down these doors, because it's guaranteed to do 10 damage to the survivors, because they have to go through that, or they'll have to go around. Especially if you have bots. Bots will always have to go all the way around, because they will always actively avoid fire. That's just how they're programmed. So if you're just one special infected by themselves, like a smoker that fucked up the smoke going off the ledge or the cliff or whatever, go over here. You're going to be lit on fire. That's okay. At least you got these open. It works out. But he plowed through the fire because he was more worried about not taking damage, that he wasn't thinking about the charge. So get on the charger. He executed that well. But now you've taken about 20 damage going through the fire. That's a good thing about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, you're going to jump right through that. You really should have just been patient, because you have a wall of fire behind you. And I think the smoker's dead, unless you didn't kill him earlier. I'm having some bad memory issues right now. But honestly, you should just fallen back. The only thing that would have been behind you is a seed infected. You could have put your body like right here, right where the doorway is, to prevent spawns. Because, I mean, it's just a spitter. You could kill that bitch easy. But now you put yourself in a position where a charger could easily spawn back. But I doubt a charger will spawn back anytime soon, since he did get an insta-kill. RNG is not going to favor that. But we do have a jockey. This is a very bad spot for you to be down, though, because it could spawn right behind here, right over there, right behind this, way down the hallway on the other side. Yeah, it looks like Rochelle was even saying, watch out for spawns. Okay, you want that adrenaline. Okay, yeah, he's telling him to get in the elevator. Okay, so, I mean, if there is adrenaline, I'd go for it, because we already know the charger's gone. The chances of him coming back is limited. But the fact that I could see why Rochelle went to the elevator, she's low, but Ellis could have at least escorted you or helped you out. But now they're just, that's the thing, when somebody's like so far away from a destination like the elevator, everyone panic rushes in there. And there'll always be one person that's like, hey, let me grab something real quick. This guy's like, okay, maybe I should help him out. No, I'm just going to wait till he gets smoked or hit, and then I'm going to run out there, and it's just going to cause chaos. Like, I know you're like, what's this motherfucker doing? Why isn't he coming to the elevator? It's just like, well, he's making his way there now. Why don't you escort him at least halfway there as he's coming back, instead of him getting attacked and then everyone having to rush back out. But let's see if he actually got attacked or not. Okay. Something could have happened there. But I'm just saying, escorting's not always the worst idea, because this adrenaline could come in clutch while you're down below. So I can see why you grabbed it. Adrenaline is the best thing, especially if you're the only one up and you want to get people up. Perfect shit right there. So, adrenaline, you made a good decision there. Just wish your teammates would have helped you out a little bit more. It's always good to have supplies. I know I say don't explore too much, but you guys can't go forward until the elevator goes down anyways. And most likely, once you go down the elevator, they're forced to respawn anyway. But default drew, yeah. Kree got that nice charge. Alright, so now you pop the boomer. I don't know why Ellis is running ahead like that. Alright, so you're boomed. I've noticed this when I was playing with DJ and Mirdis the other day. So you're boomed in this room. What do you do when a horde's going to be spawning like crazy coming through here? Not even because of the boom. I would wait for the boom to wear off. Don't do what default Drew did and rush out, because your teammates are partially blind. And you're going to run out there and possibly get hit, which you do because the charger hits you right there and you get spit on top of. So you're going to take damage no matter what. Good job on that hunter stun while being partially blind. Very good. But that was a bad decision on his part. Shoes is doing a good job throwing a pipe bomb, and you're running recon, making sure nobody attacks while you're getting them up. That's good. Everyone's up. He needs to take his pills, because this is a very panicky situation, or he could use a health pack. Yeah, so in these situations when you know special infected are limited, a lot of people just want to pop the pills as soon as possible. What I'd like to say is use your health pack, because that's permanent health. And if you're able to use a health pack, I mean, it's better, because if you're in a panic situation and you've already used your pills, the amount of time it takes to heal, like 5-6 seconds. I mean, if you have a ton of special infected swarming you, you're not going to have that time to use your health pack. But pills is just boom, done. So if you have the time to use a health pack before the pills, it's a lot better, because like I said, adrenaline, pills, they help out in a more dire situation. So he's doing the right chain of order here, especially since another health pack is there. Oop. Honestly though, while he was healing, you should have kept an eye on him instead of going with Rochelle. But he got the heal off, so it's not as bad. And we only got one person boomed. There's fire everywhere, so just run guard on her. Probably, that's fine. You have everyone keeping an eye on you, so that's good. But you're still doing okay. Yellow Shoes is communicating. He's actually communicating well to cover spawns. He's wanting you to cover the elevator spawns, which was a very smart idea on his part. But well, there's a tank. I did not hear that. Kind of hard to hear when I have the volume down and the roaring fire. This is one of the hardest areas to know if a tank's coming until the screen's actually shaking. But that's not the best idea on your part to be hiding in that room. I know you're crouched, so your silhouette might be drawn in. But this room is really hard to get out of if you get punched into it by a tank. But we got a moving wild. There's a lot of fire everywhere, so if you could bait him into the fire, that'd be great. But most tanks know how to avoid that. But like I said, you're putting yourself in a bad... Especially since he's boomer biled, you're going to have commons flooding in after the tank. And commons will body block you, but you got out of there. But that jockey got a double jump. Alright, so it looks like Rochelle's going on her own. That sucks. Hope Default can do something about that. Not looking like it's going to happen. But let me get a swig of my Whataburger. Whataburger endorse me. You don't have to pay me, just give me free food. That's all I care about. Try to make it. I mean, he has no other choice but try to make it. I think he's in the safe room. I mean, he's sitting still and nothing's happening to him. Nice. He realized it. Good job, Gman. Hello, Mr. Freeman. That was a bad Gman impersonation. Do you guys like my hair, by the way? I'm thinking of growing it out back to when I had long hair. I'm really debating it, though. I was listening to some Aerosmith, Steven Tyler, and I want to go back to the extravagant, just having blonde hair streaks and all that shit, and just looking like a rock star. But I also don't want to deal with the managing, so... I mean, what do you guys think? Should I just keep growing this since quarantine has made it to where I can't get a haircut, or should I get it cut as soon as I'm able to get a chance? I'll let you guys decide. How about that? Oh god, my ping. Oh, you know what they say? You know, if you get the lettering from the passing, and you put the P after the ass, it'd be the ass ping. And that's what your ping is right now. I need to make that a Twitter meme. That'd be great. Hey, Yellow, can you back up a little, please? No. Yeah, they're trying to spawn through the safe room door. That's funny. Oh, he's backing up? Is he? They're going to spawn through there? This is a US East server. Crap. Okay, let's, I'm just going to skip this. It's taking a little bit too long. Looks like the jockey tried to spawn through the door. Alright, now we're on the special infected team. Sorry about that transition. He did message me saying the midway part between this is going to be a little laggy. For fuck's sake. Can we not look at that, please? Thank you. Oh, this video ain't getting monetized. I don't understand the hit her. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's whatever. Let's see. Looks like the charger's setting up in a good spot. Spitter. Honestly, what I like to do with the spitter here is go at the end of the hallway and just get a good spit off, see if the hunter does something, and try to fall back. And then as the spitter, punch all the doors and windows that are near the insta-kill. Because if there's no doors to slow down the charger, you might give him a better chance. Because once the spitter is spat, she is not doing anything tit for tat. Oops, didn't mean to hit the microphone there. RR. JRR token. Hunter's going in. Oh, yep. You might have goofed. Oh, that's a mega goof. Yeah, you should have gone to the end of the hallway and seen. See, that's what I see a lot with like spitters and stuff. They spawn right beside something that can pin. Don't spawn right next to where they're going to attack from, because they might not execute well. Plus, I mean, they're going to be, everyone's line of sight will be on the pinning special infected. And once they're down, you're right next to them, and you're going to die quickly because you only have, what, 100 health? So spawn somewhere different where you're not in the line of sight so you get the spit off and attempt to get away. Gotta love when Karen zombies do that. Alright, Charger's still trying to set up. Looks like the Smoker's going to try to do an assist. He got on the second to highest floor. It looks like he's trying to get the pull off, but see, good survivor teams, what they'll do is this is what you honestly need to do every time you play this chapter on versus. Do what they did here, is you want to hug the walls as hard as possible, because a smoker or a jockey that are going to spawn nearby, they want you as close as possible to the edge. And see what they did here is they hugged it. They really got on the wall here, got around the corner. See, the smoker wants to get any kind of like red circle to get on him, but the thing is he can't get the smoke off because they were so quick about it. Even if he were to smoke and get their tongue out, it would break on the stone because he went around it so quickly. See, that's what happened. He smoked, and I don't know if the tongue actually went off or it just the target didn't happen, but they hugged it so well that the smoker didn't have a chance. That's what you need to do every time you do this chapter. No, oh, is there a smoker over here? Let me check over the edge. Or, oh, I'm going to go over to this room because I don't want to deal with the fire there. Just hug from here, go around, because the smoker can't get you once you're here. There's no angle. So go around. You're going to take a little fire damage. Jump on this little, the chair. There's a little bit of invisible air here you can walk on. Use the nightstand and go to the next room. There's still going to be a charger possibly in the next room, so you got to be really careful, but just do it one by one. You'll be fine. Charger missed his shot. That sucks. Honestly, if I was the charger, I might have just saved it, because it's kind of a finicky spot there. Looks like as the hunter, I would be breaking down doors if I were you. You're not gonna... Oh, shit. You've already wasted time. Yeah, you should have spawned right there, right where you are now, and then gone. But now she's easily just gonna shoot you off. That extra 20 damage per person would have been great, but oh well. Now they're using it to their advantage. When you're a survivor and none of the doors are open, that's what I like to do, is to open the very last door. You do give the smoker a bit of a chance to smoke you past that, but any commons that spawn behind there besides the seed infected agents, they can't get past that point anymore because they'll just burn alive. So that's what you can do as a survivor as well. Excuse me. Just got done eating a lot of fast food. I'm a fat fuck. Well, not really fat, but I feel fat because I feel bloated as hell. Now they've got 2 adrenaline, 2 pills, 4 health packs. It's not looking good for your team. You guys meant well with your spawns. Going for the last second spit. I don't know why you did that. Especially when it comes to elevators, spit will not stay on the floor. A lot of people think that you could spit on an elevator and it's like, oh, they're stuck in that room. If you spit in an elevator or in a safe room, the spit will be limited to just the smallest puddle possible, because the developers wanted to make sure, like, oh, you have no choice but to be in this room. Let's not make it to where the spitter can get an instant KO. Plus, with elevators, they have a constantly moving floor that is not set. So the spit will stay on the original spot of where the floor was instead of moving with it. For some reason, Valve and Turtle Rock, when it came to elevator programming, floors when it comes to elevators just don't work. You'll know, especially if you watch my last coaching for the No Mercy elevator, they never programmed that well. But that's how it goes. Jockey's up next. But you guys meant well with your spawns, it's just executing them wasn't the best. But now it's just the long waiting game of waiting for the elevator. You gotta wonder how this elevator's still working with everything falling to pieces and on fire. And it's working so perfectly. Okay, make sure you spawn your jockey good. That's another thing I always say. If you're a special infected in ghost mode and you get tank, make sure to spawn that in. It's always not a bad idea to have bots. A bot jockey especially. Oh, there you go. Okay, what you want to do here is body block for him. Get in front of him, especially since he's got a horde. You're not really body blocking really that much. Oh fuck! Wait, how did the charger get off? Oh, the boomer blew up. You should have been body blocking for him there, because now they're just going to be panic rushing to the end. You got touched by the fire. That's fine. Now the panic's going to start setting in because now you have an open room with a lot of fire everywhere. Yellow Shoes is getting kind of annoyed. That rock's going to hit the kitchen appliance. Yeah, you're panicking hard. Oh, yeah, they're going to make it. You panicked really hard there. You had a good opening there. You had a really good setup. Oh my god, this is like watching Dead by Daylight when they keep flashlighting you. I feel real sorry for you. Going through this fire is not the best idea, man. You're just taking extra damage, but there's not much you can do now. By the time you get to the safe room, they're just going to have you dead. I'm going to rewind on what happened here with the tank. Okay, so Usually I don't like rewinding this much, but I have to discuss this. Okay, so you did good. You read your environment and were like, okay, I don't want to touch the fire. You were really close to touching it, but that's because of where you spawned. It's not your fault. And you made sure to go around, not get on fire. It's really tough around here. So right there, this is where you should have been like, okay, I'm going to sit right in front of him because you could take the damage for him. What you could have done is body blocked, let the Horde and the Charger do their work and get him downed. But while you are body blocking, you can toss rocks. You can chuck rocks at them. You could have stood right in front of them right here, but instead you went to the right and they could still shoot. Because remember, they got SMGs right after the elevator, so there's no exclusive melee weapons. But you stood to the right of them and gave them a perfect... Wait, that was a pipe bomb. That was a pipe bomb that stunned. Oh, okay. But, I mean, your team... Mushroom... Oh, you killed the Charger! I didn't realize that. Oh, no. Oh, you didn't kill the Charger. You killed something in that. Because Dan the Mushroom is no longer resistant. But, yeah. You should have just stayed to body blocking. Because I'm pretty sure while you're throwing a rock, you can't be stunned. But, yeah. Always go for the body block. You were really panicking to get a hit there. He got the bile bomb off there, but what precedes is you just panicking. You really should have got that door right there. You should have got in front of it and at least given your team, because they're, what, a couple seconds from spawn. They could have helped you a little bit. But you went backwards, and that's where everything just went to hell. It's really hard to tell where you're going because it's so smoky. Everything's on fire. You're on bile. But, yeah. I mean, you did the best you could with the tank, but you just got to read your situations a little better. But at this point, there's nothing you could have done. You're so far behind. You're so little health. There's just nothing. And now they're just kind of rubbed salt in the wound and let you die right there. But as far as I could say, read your situations better. And yeah. I'm just going to throw everything on the screen. I don't feel like bombarding you guys with 30 seconds of what to do. If you don't know how to submit stuff at this point, I don't know. Just read the screen. People can read. I believe you can read. So, all the stuff's on the screen if you want to know how to submit stuff for Xbox and PC. Just make sure it's not more than 15 minutes and it's 720p or higher. I want good resolution. Anyways, I'm Zackass, aka Wild Such Gaming. Thank you for the submission, Mr. Gman. And until next time, I'm Zackass. See you later!